In this video, we're going to talk about how to solve these three equations, three unknowns from example 2, KVL, KCL, and there's three equations, three unknowns. It's three equations, 1, 2, 3. Unknowns are I1, I2, I3, right? And this equation derives from this circuit right here we solved earlier in example 2. And the way we got these equations were, again, when we solve this circuit, you have 10I1 plus 5I2 equal to 10. That's equation 1. You have your 5I2 minus 15I3 is equal to 0. That's equation 2. And I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. That's your equation 3. Okay? And how do we solve this? Well, again, we got to go back and just kind of focus on this now, right? So we got this. We simply set x is equal to I1, y is equal to I2, z is equal to I3. What happens when you do that? Okay, now these equations convert into something more solvable. Okay, so now we can rewrite equation 1 into as 10x, equation 1 is here, plus 5y is equal to 10. Equation 2, 5y minus 15z is equal to 0. Equation 3 is x. Again, this is equation 3. X is I1, I is y. I'm sorry, I2 is y, and I3 is z. Okay, these are three equations, three unknowns, and we just simply solve for it. And we did this earlier, but we're going to go ahead and kind of simplify these two together. Okay, and what we can do is combine these two equations together. So let's just combine these two equations. And you're going to plug in x into here. So you're going to take up 10y plus z plus 5y is equal to 10. Okay, and when you combine them, they become 1. Then you solve these two. So you have 10y plus 10z plus 5y is equal to 10. So you have 5 plus 10 is 15y plus 10z is equal to 10. So what we have now is 3y plus 2z is equal to 2. Okay? So that's, we want to deal with, we call this equation, let's call this equation 1a. Okay, that makes things easier. So now you have equation 1a, and then you have equation 2, because we eliminated this. Okay, so to get this, we will write equation 1a, 3y plus 2z is equal to 2, and then you're going to put in 5y minus 15z is equal to 0. So how do you eliminate this? So it's very simple. You're going to split it into two different parts right here. And here you're going to eliminate the y. And here side you're going to eliminate z. Okay, how do you eliminate them? So we write the equation 3y plus 2z is equal to 2. 5y minus 15z is equal to 0. So we cross multiply each side, right? So 5 goes here, and then 3 goes here. Simple, do a cross multiplication, you expand out. So you get 15y plus 10z is equal to 10. Okay, we're trying to find different ways to minimize our errors, by the way, so I want to give you a heads up. 15y minus 5, 3 times 5 is 45, z is equal to 0. So when you get this, clearly 15y can cancel, but one of them has to be a negative. You're simply going to convert this to a negative. So instead of having a positive 3, right, I need to make some space, negative. When it's a negative, this becomes a positive. So this comes out to 0. This comes out to 55y. This is equal to 10. Okay, y is 10 over 55. I have no idea what that number is, so I'm going to look at the calculator. Okay, 10 divided by 55 is 0.18. So let's go 0.18. Now that I eliminated the y, I'm sorry, I eliminated z. This is wrong. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be z. All right. So change that y right here. This is supposed to be z. You can see it's easy to make mistakes. It's easy to make mistakes on these things. Okay? Be careful. You know, always invest in a pencil and a big fat eraser. Okay, eraser's your best friend. Okay, so here we have 3y plus 2z is equal to 2. And here I have 5y minus 15z is equal to 0. I want to now eliminate out z. How do I eliminate z? Well, I simply multiply the coefficients. 15 is here. 2 goes out here. That gives me what? 15 times 3 is 45y. 15 times 2 is 30z. 15 times 2 is equal to 30. 2 times 5 is 10y. 2 times 15 is minus 30z. See how that comes out easily? That's why you don't always flip the negatives first, right? So just do the coefficients, and if it's negative, then you put the negative. Otherwise, you really want the elimination to occur, right? 2 times 0 is equal to 0. That's, again, 55y plus 0 is equal to 30, right? Y is equal to 30 over 55. So I'm going to put in my calculator. I have no idea what 30 over 55 is. So I simply go 30 divided by 55, 0.545. So we just put 0.54. Y is equal to 0.54. No, let's put 0.55. 0.55 is fine. Okay. Okay, so now we have a problem. So now we eliminate, we solve for z, we solve for y, we need to solve for what? X. Okay, another sheet of paper. Okay, x here, if we look at our equation, x is equal to y plus z. I can plug it in anywhere and get the answer, but x is equal to y plus z. It's kind of solved for us. So x is equal to y plus z, right? So what's my y value? My y value is 0.55. My z value is 0.18. So I take 0.55 plus 0.18, 0.73. Okay. Now what does that number mean? This is a 7, by the way. Okay. What does that mean? That means my x is equal to I1, so I1 is equal to x, which is 0.73 amps. I2 is equal to y, and my y value, again, from here is 0.55, so it is 0.55 amps. I3 is equal to z, which is equal to 0.18 amps, and there's my answer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use the equation solvers to get this in the next video.